When the Kardashians do it or another group of people do it, oh, it's the cool, hot new thing to do. And it's like, stop. Stop.
1, 2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you've already been here before. Hey, what's up? Still like, comment, and subscribe, okay? I'm very excited about this because my initial idea was to recap the Met Gala, but then God, and I want to give credit to God because I know it was him, it wasn't me, it wasn't nobody else. God definitely gave me the idea to dig a little deeper, right? You've already seen the title for what this is: Black culture, Black art, Harlem Renaissance of 2025. We're gonna get into some things. So before we start, I wanted to actually give the official definition of what the Harlem Renaissance was. So the Harlem Renaissance was a vibrant cultural and artistic movement centered in Harlem, New York City during the 1920s and 1930s. It marked a flourishing period of African American creativity in music, literature, art, and other artistic fields. The movement saw a surge in the creation and appreciation of art that celebrated Black identity and challenged prevailing racial stereotypes. So that's important here. It's important here because for me, like I said, when I started to think more and dig deeper, I'm like, wow, we are living that movement now. I.e. the Met Gala and the thing for the Met Gala. Cowboy Carter, Kendrick Lamar. What else did I put on here? Sinners. Oh my God, my fave, Sinners. Like, we're literally living in a 2025 version of the Harlem Renaissance. So let's dig deeper. I want to start off with the Met Gala. I will say this, I was not impressed overall. I had a few looks, and I'm gonna put them up here for y'all, male and female looks that I did like, but I felt like they could have gone harder as far as textures and colors are concerned, because the theme was super fine tailoring Black style. Super fine tailoring Black style, right? We're colorful, we love textures. Now mind you, I love a good black, white situation, gray, cream, nude, all of the things, but I feel like we are so colorful and vibrant that in my opinion, the celebrities missed the mark. As a whole, there were some people that did hit the mark, like I said. And you already know, if you've been here before, then you know I am a note taker. So I'm gonna check off my notes as we go, okay? So yes, more color. But I will say this, to this whole theme of like Harlem Renaissance 2025, they did their big one. They ended up raising $37 million, which is amazing. It's the most that they've ever raised at the Met Gala. So shout out to this year's thing. One person in particular that stood out to me was Damson Idris. I love the fact that he used the Met Gala red carpet opportunity to promote his new film that he has coming out with Brad Pitt. It's a race car movie. So you'll see here he came on there like very theatrical, which is what the Met Gala gives. We have people like Lady Gaga, who's been theatrical in the past, Rihanna, like all of the things, right? So he came on there and stole the show. They ripped off his race car outfit. He drove to the Met Gala in a race car, which was dope. Ripped off his race car outfit, and he had on his Met Gala two-piece suit, which was really, really nice. So I loved that. Ryan Coogler. He had designs in his head, design braids. Shout out to my mama. My mama is a braider, has been a braider for like all of my life, an amazing braider, and this definitely is something. It's giving Ryan Coogler a call my mama because she could be braiding your hair right now. He had a beautiful design, and it was FOG, Fear of God. I thought that was amazing, and I'm not surprised that he is a man of God with just the way life is unfolding for him and all of the amazing things that we continue to hear about him. Which brings me to Sinners. Oh my gosh. I can finally admit, first of all, the movie is a 10 out of 10. If you watch my previous video, you know I was struggling with like understanding everything about it because I just knew it was an extremely complex and beautiful movie. So there were certain themes and whatnot that I didn't like catch on to when I saw it initially, but I saw it a second time, and I'm going to see it a third this weekend. But I saw it a second time, and I'm just like, this movie is a 10 out of 10, period. It is my favorite movie of all time. I'm happy to be able to finally say that. I've worked on television sets and movie sets and stuff like that. Shout out to Empire, Chicago PD, and all of the other works that I've done, shameless plug, but I've never been able to say like what my favorite movie was, confidently at least. You know, I'll give like a list when people ask. My favorite movie is Sinners. I love the fact that he mixed genres and he did something extremely original. It's a horror, it's a darn musical, it's a romantic movie. Like, he just fused together so many different genres, and that just goes to show like the genius of who he is and who we are as a people. So I have that in here. And then yeah, it covers Black love, our history, our culture, all of the things, and it's an original idea, which is special to me. I want to shout out my friend Asia Ashley. She and I developed our own original theatrical production at our predominantly white institution. And so this is special for me. Haley Steinfeld, I was watching an interview with her on Jimmy Fallon. And she pretty much said, he asked her, how was it working with Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler? And she said, they're amazing. Like, the way that they work together is, they're so in tune, they're amazing. But the number one thing that stood out to me from what she said was that it was a safe space. So working on this set with them, they created a space that was safe. And then she also said that they were so serious and disciplined with their craft that it made her want to be better. Like, they elevate the people around them. That stood out to me because that's something that I am very intentional about at this big age of 34 years old, is being around people that are also intentional about creating safe spaces, that are respectful, that are like have good character, good integrity, and good discipline. And so like I said, that rang like in my ears, and I thought that was amazing. And considering the climate right now, Shannon Sharp, Bill Cosby, Diddy, and now even Smokey Robinson has allegations against him. It's refreshing to hear that there are men out there that have power but aren't abusing it. So once again, going back to him having fear of God in his braids, it's a reason for that. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you have a foundation that is, and it doesn't even have to be like, I am a believer, I love God, I love, you know, the concepts and religion and spirituality, but I'm just saying, like, even if you are an atheist, you can still be a good person. And so just perpetuating the idea of good character, good integrity, and morals, what I'm seeing before my eyes is that those are the types of people that are winning in life. And it's about damn time, okay? Cowboy Carter. Music. We've seen it in Sinners. Music is deep rooted within us, and for so long we were fooled into thinking that only one type of music, or not even one, let's say 2, 3, 4, R&B, rap, I'm trying to see what else, soul, right? We are blues, we are country, we are rock and roll, we are all of the things. And I love the fact that Beyonce reminded us of that. Like, we are everything. This is ours, in a sense of like, we share, but you know, a lot of this is deep rooted within us. So I love that she decided to step outside of the box that people created for her. She did that. So shout out to her. Shout out to the Cowboy Carter tour, which is happening right now with Blue and Rummy and Beyonce, and just the perpetuation of legacy. She's showing us her legacy. She's showing us how to teach our kids. I don't have kids, but I'm sure some of you do. Teach them kids how to be confident. Teach them kids how to take up space. So I love the fact that she is inspiring them and onlookers to take up space in the world. Let's see, we got the Cowboy Carter, Rejected Being in the Box, honoring our deep roots in country music, legacy, and confidence. And on the note of legacy and confidence, I wanted to touch on Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, and to just say shout out to him too. Deion Sanders is doing a phenomenal job with teaching his kids how to be confident, how to step into a room, demand attention, and not in an arrogant way, but in a like, I'm sure of myself way. And it's okay. We all should be doing that. And we seen what happened with him in the prank call or whatever, and how a lot of times white people will try to humble you. And I love the fact that his dad is not allowing that. And that brings me to an anecdote that I wanted to share. I currently work in a predominantly white space, and it has been extremely interesting, especially recently, dealing with microaggressions and disrespect and biases and racial slurs, slander, all kind of stuff. And I'm saying it's interesting because at this big age, and I'm working with some of these people, most of them are older than me, and still they don't get it. They don't have a certain level of respect and just decency. It is more important to some of them to be on time or 10 minutes early to work than it is to have character and integrity and to treat people kindly. So I'm saying that to say these things, we talking about the Harlem Renaissance and all of the things, you don't have to be an artist to be impacted by this stuff. I consider myself an artist, but it's like at the end of the day, I still have a 9 to 5. And while all of this is going on, it's inspirational. It's providing hope in a place right now that can sometimes feel like it's hopeless. So I love this for us, especially with the political climate. Trump is in office doing the most. We have art to like center us and to remind us of who we are and how beautiful we are. And I love, like, it takes the truth tellers to really dig in and like provide the truth, okay? So yes, that. Kendrick Lamar. I love Kendrick Lamar so much. This is actually the 1-year anniversary of Not Like Us, I believe, the video. It came out yesterday. If not the video, then the song. But the point that I'm making is that it still has an impact, right? And pay attention to the signs. This is a sign to you. This is a sign to me. And for us to dig deep, people are yearning. Our people in particular are yearning for depth, for newness, and for hope. And Kendrick Lamar provided us with that, even in him questioning Drake. It's like, you getting all of this money from the culture, you know, and I like Drake. You getting all this money from the culture, you've done amazing things, but it's like, are you really the culture? Do you respect the culture? Do you have love genuinely for the culture? Or do you just like what the culture can do for you? Because what have you done for us? What have you instilled in us? What values, morals, characters, which are the depth of who we are? Which is why we are not the people that enslaved people. So just saying that to say, and it's important for me to say this because I've heard people say like, oh, even with Shannon Sharpe, like, what about Harvey Weinstein? Or what about Bill Belichick? I think he's like a football coach with a young girl. But it's like, so are you saying that you want to be as cruel and immoral as them? I'll wait. And I'm saying that because it's like, clearly it has shown even in history that integrity and character, mind you, we've slipped, but as a whole has been a part of us, which is, like I said, and I'll repeat it again, while we are not the people that enslaved other people. So saying that to say there is a certain level of grace and just royalty that we have that we should tap into, and these artists are reminding us of that. While we're on the subject of Drake, I also wanted to talk to specifically women of other cultures, nationalities, even across the African diaspora. If you do not, I'm trying to say, if you do not see yourself as an African American Black woman, you consider yourself exotic, if you consider yourself African, not African American, if you consider yourself Indian, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, what have you, right? And you like the culture, you're inspired by the culture, you date the culture. I want to challenge you, and I feel like challenge may not be the word that I'm looking for, but I'm gonna go with that because I don't know the word that I'm looking for. But I want to challenge you to actually take the time out to understand the culture, to have a love and passion for the culture, not just when you're going to a Beyonce concert or dating a Black man. It's like, do you like Black women? Do you talk down on Black women? Do you look at Black women negatively? Do you understand the culture? Do you understand where we come from? Or are we just merely entertainment to you? And use, you know, for the people that I said, like I said, across the African diaspora, you want to say you Black when it's like, oh, Beyonce, I'm going to a Beyonce concert, I'm a Black woman. But when it comes to dating men or whatever, oh no, I'm not Black, I'm exotic, or I'm something else. They say to fill a void especially here in the social media space, because there's so many people doing content. And this is a void that I am passionate about filling, and that void being honest about race relations and how we show up in the world and how we treat other people. And I've found, you know, that clip of Malcolm X where it's like the most disrespected woman in the world is the black woman, or human in the world is the black woman. And I've found, not that I necessarily live by that, you know, I try to be hopeful and not live by that, but I've found that I understand why he said that. And I think even with other women, like, it's like, oh, I love like Beyonce, or I love black men, but you say negative things about black women. You call them ghetto, or you talk about our hair, or you talk about the things that we do, and then when the Kardashians do it or another group of people do it, oh, it's the cool hot new thing to do. And it's like, stop. And it was on my heart to say that. It's a very real, raw moment, and I mean what I'm saying. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, and I don't think that I should have to give a disclaimer. I chose my words wisely, and I mean what I'm saying. Just stop. If you respect us, if you like us, if you date black men, you know, you like our entertainment, respect us. Try to learn some things about us, and we'll do the same. And I'm saying that because I've been around too many people that have just been ignorant in their speech, and I'm like, dang, my dad will pop me in the mouth when I was younger. If I'm gonna tell a story. I remember one time my mom had a friend who was Hispanic, and I was like, oh, Puerto Rican Linda. And my dad like, how you know she Puerto Rican? Oh dang. And she wasn't. You know, he checked me when I was younger. He taught and instilled in me values and morals, especially as it pertains to like ignorance amongst the races. He taught me to love myself and love that I'm a black woman, and taught me culture and stuff, but he also taught me to love the next person. My mom as well. You know, I grew up in a very diverse neighborhood, and it's very important for me to say that. So while this is about us celebrating our 2025 Harlem Renaissance, it's also about, if you are an other and you're watching me, do better by us. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm really, really excited about this, and I'll see you next week in the next episode. Comment down below if you, out of all of the Harlem Renaissance situations that I named, from the Met Gala, Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Sinners, Shador Sanders, let me know which one resonates the most with you, and what do you think is gonna be next, okay? Who gonna hit us off with some good blackness next? All right, y'all, have a good one. Bye.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.